Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be giving my MLB DraftKings picks for Thursday, May 25th. We've only got a 5-game main slate today. There are some early games on today's slate, but we're just going to be focusing on the main slate, which is a 5-game slate. Since it is a small slate, our options are kind of limited, but I'm going to be sure to give you guys the picks that I like. Hopefully these picks work out well, and we can make some money on this small slate. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so looking at pitcher today, your top option is Jacob deGrom. I think deGrom is a must-play here on this slate. He is very expensive at $12,100, but he is by far the top option. Right now, as I'm recording this video, there is a day-to-day symbol next to his name, but he is expected to pitch today, so don't worry about that. I love deGrom today. He gets a great matchup pitching at home against the Padres. I love this matchup for deGrom. If you look at the Padres' splits versus right-handed pitchers this year, they rank towards the top of the league when it comes to K rate. They're striking out 24.7% of the time versus righties so far this year, and they haven't hit righties that well either, only hitting a 227 average and a 296 WOBA. I think this is a great spot for deGrom. I think he has a ton of upside. His Ks have really been there this year. If you look at his last 4 games, he's posted 9, 7, 11, and 5 strikeouts. So like I said, the Ks have been there for deGrom. Like I said, I think he has a ton of upside here. The Padres, they definitely strike out a ton against righties. They don't hit righties well either. deGrom's also going to be playing at home, and he does pitch a lot better at home. The Mets ballpark is a great ballpark for pitchers. Looking at deGrom's splits, through 4 games this year at home, he has averaged 25 DraftKings points, and then through 6 games on the road, he has only averaged 16. So I think this is a great spot for deGrom. He is very expensive, but he's by far the top option, and he is definitely the safest option on the board. So I think you're going to be locking Jacob deGrom in today as your SP1. Even though he's expensive, he is the top option in my opinion. And then SP2, this is where I think it gets kind of tricky. There are 3 guys that I'm going to be looking at for SP2, and I think that's Kenta Maeda, Robbie Ray, and Michael Wacha. Right now I'm leaning towards Robbie Ray at 8,600, getting a matchup against the Brewers. I like Ray the most just because he has so much upside. If you look at the splits versus lefties, the Brewers have also struck out a ton versus lefties this year. They rank towards the top of the league when it comes to K rate. They're striking out 24.9% of the time versus lefties. But the only thing I don't like about Ray today is that he's going to be facing the Brewers, and although they do strike out a lot, their team has been hitting the ball very well this year. They're batting .274, which isn't that great, but they do have a .356 WOBA against lefties, which is very good. So this is definitely a risky spot for Ray. He could get absolutely blown up here. They're going to be playing at Milwaukee in Miller Park, and that is a great ballpark for hitters. So I don't know if I'd use Robbie Ray in cash today. I think he is kind of risky, but for tournaments, he has so much strikeout upside here. The Brewers will definitely strike out a lot, and Ray is a great strikeout pitcher. He definitely has double-digit K upside here, so I love Robbie Ray for GPPs today. I think him and deGrom have the most upside on the slate, so I like Robbie Ray today as my SP2. Now, if you're looking for cash game SP2, I would probably lean towards Kenta Maeda or Michael Wacha. I think they are safer options. They don't have the upside that Robbie Ray has, so that's why I'm leaning towards Ray today. I think he's the SP2 that I'm going to be looking at specifically just because he has so much upside in this matchup. He could definitely get a ton of strikeouts here. And then for my 3 hitters, second base, there's a guy that I really like here that I think is way underpriced. That's Ian Kinsler at 3,500, getting a matchup against Mike Fiers. This is a good matchup for Kinsler. Mike Fiers is definitely not that good of a pitcher. He has struggled this year, so I like this spot for Kinsler. He has been really consistent as of late. In his last 4 games, he's put up 10, 14, and then his last 2 games, he's kind of cooled down a little bit, putting up 0 and 2 DraftKings points. But I love this spot for Kinsler to bounce back, and the price tag is what really makes me want to get on him today. At 3,500, I think that is way too cheap for Ian Kinsler. If you look at his last 4 games, his price tag has been near 4K and over 4K in all 4 of those games. So I love the discount you're getting on Kinsler. He's going to be playing in Houston, and that's a good ballpark for hitters. So Ian Kinsler, second baseman, I'm going to be looking at today for value at just 3,500. And then at outfield, there's 2 guys that I'm going to be looking at here for value. First off, another Tiger I'm going to be targeting today is Justin Upton at just 3,600. Upton, he has kind of been cold lately, but I'm really going to be on him today just because of the price tag. I think Upton is way too cheap at 3,600. Like I said, he has been really cold lately. In his last 4 games, he's put up 0, 2, 0, and 0 DraftKings points, so he has really struggled as of late. But I love him to bounce back today against Fiers. Like I said, Mike Fiers is not that great of a pitcher. He has definitely struggled at times this year. Fiers does have the potential to get blown up, and this Tigers offense, they do have some good power bats that could get to him. So I love Justin Upton today at just 3,600. I think he is very cheap. I love that price tag. That's what really makes me want to get on him. So I like Justin Upton today as an outfield value play that you can target at 3,600. And then another outfield value play that I like, probably one of the chalker value plays today, is Gregor Blanco at just 3,100, getting a match against Zach Davies. Blanco should be in the starting lineup today since the righty is going to be on the mound. He is projected to bat leadoff, so if Blanco is in the mound, or if Blanco is in the starting lineup and he is batting leadoff, he's going to be a value play that I'm looking at today at just 3,100. He's definitely getting a great matchup today against Davies, getting the platoon advantage. Zach Davies is definitely a solid pitcher at times, but he will struggle. And he does struggle at home as well. Playing in Milwaukee, that is a great ballpark for hitters. So I really like Gregor Blanco today. He's probably one of my favorite value plays at just 3,100. If he's in the starting lineup and he is leading off, he is definitely going to be a guy I target at outfield if I'm looking for value. I really like that price tag at just 3,100. So he is another outfield value play that I really like today. And yeah, these are my top 5 plays for tonight, guys. I went with Jacob deGrom, Robbie Ray, Ian Kinsler, Justin Upton, and Gregor Blanco. Now I'm going to give you guys some other picks you can roster at each position. So other pitchers that I like besides the guys that I gave. Like I said, I definitely like Kenta Maeda and Michael Wacha today. Those are going to be some other pitchers that I'm looking at. Some catchers I like today. I like Chris Herman, I like Sandy Leon, and I like Alex Avila. Some first basemen I like today. I like Paul Goldschmidt, I like Hanley Ramirez, and I like Matt Carpenter. Some second basemen that I like Dustin Pedroia. I already said I like Ian Kinsler, and I also like Neil Walker today. Third base is very weak today. I think if you can pay up here, you're going to want to pay up for Jake Lamb. I think Jake Lamb's the top third base play by far. But if you need a value play, I do like Jose Reyes. Shortstop, I'm going to be looking at Xander Bogaerts, Corey Seager, and Elvis Andrus. Those are some shortstops I like today. And then some outfielders I like. Besides the 2 value plays I like, some outfielders I'm going to try and pay up for. I love Michael Conforto today, and I love Mookie Betts. I think those are 2 outfielders that you want to try and pay up for. And then if you need another value play at outfield, I really like George Springer. He doesn't get that great of a matchup against Justin Verlander, but Springer does have pretty good BVP against Verlander, and he is also very cheap at just 3,700 on DraftKings. So I do like George Springer as a value play that you can target. And yeah, so those are some other picks that I like at each position. You guys can use my top 5 plays and use those picks that I gave. You guys can build a lineup out of that. Or if you want to get my lineups, be sure to follow me on Twitter at the DFS_GOAT. My lineups are $5 a day, or you can get a week of lineups for $25. So be sure to message me on Twitter if you are interested in that. I do also give out FanDuel lineups as well, so even if you play on FanDuel, you can still get my lineups. And if you want to see my results and see how my lineups are doing, then you can follow me on Twitter as well. I do post all my lineups on Twitter. All the lineups that I give out, I do post them on Twitter. Even if I win or lose, I'm going to show you guys the full lineup that I gave out. So be sure to follow me on Twitter as well if you want to see that. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you never want to miss out on any videos, please be sure to turn on post notifications. If you click the bell icon next to my YouTube name, that'll notify you every time I upload. So if you never want to miss out on any videos, please be sure to do that, guys. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Good luck tonight, guys.
I'm sipping on Bel Air, my chick from Bel Air, my whip from Germany, I'm cooler than LL. I'm sipping on Bel Air, my chick from Bel Air,